Saturday, December 3, 2011. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this is my Toro CCR Powerlite E 3 horsepower snowblower. I'm going to try that one more time, see if it cold starts now. But then, whether or not it starts, I'm going to do a little bit of service on the carburetor, and I'll show you how to do that. So, obviously key to on position. Gonna hit the primer a couple of times, and let's see if this goes. As you can see, this time it started up really easy, but still, I do want to clean out the carburetor a bit. There's only two screws, one here and one here, and then this bottom plate comes off. Let's get your screwdriver. And undo these. As you can see, the plate comes right off, and here's the carb. And basically I'm just going to take off the bowl here and clean out any crud that might be inside. Okay, the first thing I'm going to have to do actually is get the fuel out of it. Now, you can disconnect this hose and drain it out from there, but I actually have a slightly more elegant method of doing this. So I'm going to open it up here. And what I have right here is actually a fluid extractor pump. Just going to put the hose right there into the gas tank. And just pump it out. And the rest of it I'm just going to get from the bottom by disconnecting that hose. So obviously I'm going to put the cap back on to minimize or eliminate any spillage there. And now I'm going to get as much of the rest of the fuel out of here as I can. Have a pair of pliers, so just going to grab the hose clamp. Move it out of the way there. And as you can see, I have a jar here for catching the fuel. So, here it is. And in order to get this part off, I need a 1/2-inch socket, which I happen to have here. I've never worked with a carb before, so I'm just going to have to absolutely take his word on it. And this is one thing I'm going to be clearing out. You can see there's a hole in that bolt there, and let's see if I can even show you. There's another hole in the bottom there, and I'm just going to make sure that's clean. And then I'm going to gently take this off here. And you can see there's definitely a whole bunch of crud in there, so clear that out into the jar here. I'm going to take some carb cleaner. I'm going to clear out that little bolt too. I've placed the bowl back on the carb. And then you reconnect the fuel hose. Okay, now I'm going to gas it back up and see if it starts for me. Okay, that was easy. Gas cap back on. Now, obviously I have to prime it. Key on, and let's see what happens. Probably needs a little more priming. Well, that was easy, so the only thing to do now is to put the bottom cover plate back on, which is just those 2 screws I showed you before. And that is how to access and service the carb on this.